Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Today we have a reading for you, Capricorn, and it does look interesting as usual. Yeah, they're never boring, Capricorn. That could imply that you guys are drama, right? No, I'm just teasing. Hope you guys are all well. And then we have your oracle cards here, and they're cool cards, Capricorn. I have to say here, and you have the cedar branch. It can talk about a long journey, but it can talk about success too, kind of like after this long journey. We have the Eight of Spades. It's reversed. You didn't make your bed today, Capricorn, because this is the unmade bed. Yeah, that's what it's called. It usually talks about somebody else, you made your bed, now go lay in it, right? Kind of like, you did wrong or whatever, and now you have to kind of reap what you sow. But it's here reversed, so this talks about like obstacles being overcome. Yeah, it does. It's cool. This talks about a return to health and good habits. And this talks about like a way out at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, this is very good, especially with this cedar branch over here, which can talk about success after a long journey. And then it also speaks to, this is kind of like, somebody like, something's not meant for somebody, like this bed is not meant for somebody to lie in. In other words, if somebody, I don't mean lie, like, like you're going to lie to somebody, I mean lay down in. It's kind of like, well, maybe you thought something's going to kind of go one way because of maybe somebody of what somebody did, like, oh God, I'm going to have to deal with that kind of ramification, right? Or consequence, but it's in the reverse. So it kind of talks about something that something's not really meant to be. That's what it talks about. And it's a very good card, very favorable. It is. And we have the Two of Diamonds. This is also favorable. It has the pennies and the clover. You can't buy anything with those pennies, Capricorn. You probably need 10,000 of them, because I went to go buy a bag of beans and it was $5. I'm not kidding. It wasn't even a big bag of beans. So none of this is by chance, you guys. You could be saying, well, they're trying their best. Oh, no, they're not trying. They're trying their best to screw you over. That's what they're trying their best to do. Yeah, in case somebody doesn't really understand what's going on. Because they're either maybe not paying attention, or they are listening to the mainstream, which tells you everything's so great, right? Yeah, because it's all a bunch of lies, right? Yeah. But let's get back to this, Capricorn, because you have this card about career over here, potentially, and here's your pennies in your clover, right? So you just don't look like you're going to get far with this card here, but only because, pennies were probably worth something. And, in folklore, in American folklore, pennies have always meant kind of good luck, right? And so we have, in this call, talks about the Two of Diamonds here. Talks about, of course, everyone knows four-leaf clovers and pennies are good luck. And that's exactly what this card means. With finances, it promises a good partnership. So you have this card over here, Capricorn. And this card here is the Eight of Pentacles. And, the woman's out here, and, she has her cool kind of career outfit on, and she looks kind of hip too, because it looks like she's wearing kind of a leather outfit. But long story short, it's a very cool outfit, and she's standing out here with her briefcase, and this is about career changes, but this can talk about a wedding as well. It can. OMG, Capricorn. And yeah, that's a very favorable card too. And the depiction here, though, here is the man's reading the paper in the back, because I go by the depiction sometimes, right? What's being depicted, of course. He's reading the paper in the back, and she is like, she doesn't really notice him, but this can kind of talk about somebody, I just feel like somebody is kind of with this bed here, like in the reverse, right? I just feel like the Eight of Diamonds, Eight of Spades is what I should really call it. But I feel like somebody might kind of be noticing something that's really good for their life. I feel like that's kind of it, yeah. So we have Maria Sabina, and she's healing. She's a healer. She was a badass lady in a very good way. Yes, she was. I feel like she was a healer and a humanitarian, a real one, you guys, because They tell people that this computer guy over here was a humanitarian. Yeah, sure. Family was a eugenist. Go look that up, etc. She was a real humanitarian, Capricorn. She was, and she went around healing people. And interesting, she kind of, I feel like she believed in either astrology but she used herbs as well for her healing. I feel like she might have used some rituals as well, right? Divination to heal people. We have the chicken, Capricorn. And you've been frying chicken again, all right? I told you not to do that. I told you to saute it, right? Where there's less grease. So we have the chicken here, and it talks about folklore or somebody from the past. Lore, that's what that is. And the snail is here. This could talk about, I feel like it talks about fragility. It can, like somebody's fragile, something like that. It can also talk about somebody that's been taking, a half of inch, every week, like to get to their journey, right? I'm going to take a half an inch. I'm going to take, a half-inch step here. And I'm going to get to where I'm going because at least I'm making some progress. I just feel like somebody might have been kidding themselves here, maybe in the past, right? But this talks about somebody's been going slow and somebody could be feeling fragile here, possibly. Here's Octavia Butler. And she was an acclaimed writer, right, author. And so Octavia Butler was mad because somebody was holding her down. Well, she talks about society holding her back. She does. And she did something about it. She has her finger on this man, her fingernail. She goes, "You're not going to do this to me." And the snake is around him, right? But Octavia Butler was about, society was holding her down. I feel like you or your person feels like somebody else is holding them down or holding them back. And so here's Eve, and this is here to confirm it, because this is the two faces of Eve. Which life do I want to live? The one where I'm being held back or held down? Or do I want to run into Capricorn's arms? Yeah. So let's see what we have, you guys. I feel like that's kind of what's going on in this reading already. Yeah, I do. So let's see what we have for Capricorn. And the extended Capricorn will be your person's spread. It will. And it's just like this, right? We keep the oracle cards up here because that is, and then we just do their whole spread. We do. So let's see what we have for Capricorn, right? And their person, really, because we know this is a storyline. You can't do all these things by yourself, Capricorn. No, you can't. I mean, you're a star, but, it's impossible. This is kind of a love on a two-way street situation, all right? So let's see what we have for Capricorn. In the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. This is your happily ever after. And here's the Fool. That's what somebody wants here. Somebody wants their happily ever after. And they've been wanting it forever. And tell them if they don't, make up their mind, power and light's coming for them, all right? We have the Ace of Pentacles here. OMG, this is so beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, the Three of Cups. So somebody wants to take a chance, you, Capricorn, or somebody else, because this is joyful. You're their happily ever after. Maybe there was a third party here, right? Because somebody's like holding somebody back here from, I believe, taking this leap of faith. The Empress is here. You've always been the Empress. The nurturing, right? There could be a mother here involved too, but you are the nurturing, kind of passionate and very ambitious. Yeah, the Empress is seen as ambitious because she's ruled by Taurus. And Taurus is about stability, yeah, and so is Capricorn. And then we have right here, we have sorry you guys, we have the Lovers, and this is about a choice. It is. So let's see what we have for Capricorn, and we're going to get into the reading today. I feel like we're going to do it with these cards here. Let's see what we have for Capricorn. Yeah, let's see what we have for Capricorn. And we'll probably split it up here because I just feel like using these cards today. Let's see what we have for Capricorn. This is going to be, and we have the Secret. Yeah, this is the Secret, Capricorn. This is the first card. And the angel is in the back, and the real name of the card is called Silence. So you're the Secret Empress, Capricorn. Yeah, And crossing you is going to be the burden. The man's walking up the hill. This is very, very clear. You are somebody's secret, most likely, or you're keeping somebody as your secret, and this is really burdening you, right? Either way. Here's the man, he's not even young here, and he's carrying this big heavy rock up these steps. He's somewhere, way up high. He's like mountain climbing here, but it's 110 degrees outside, and he's walking uphill with a stone. This is really burdening to you. And why it's all happening here is Moira, and Moira she's the nun here, but this talks about she's sitting outside in the freezing cold in her, I don't know what they call the nun outfit. I'm not a Catholic, no. But she's sitting outside in here in her kind of, nun dress. And so it's cold. It's very cold. And she's not dressed for the snow. And she feels left out in the cold. And this is all about somebody being bitter and lonely. And this is really about I feel like you are a secret, and this is burdening to you, but you could be a secret because somebody doesn't want to leave somebody out, because if they leave them out, they're going to be lonely and bitter. And this might be you. You might be thinking, I'm always going to be a secret. And I feel burdened by that, and I might end up being lonely, all right? And this nun looks like she's wearing makeup, Capricorn. You're not supposed to do that. I just want you to know that. That sounds like a Sagittarian thing. You're going to wear makeup. I don't think I've ever seen a nun with makeup on. Yeah, they wouldn't let me be one. They go, look at all that caked on makeup, powered light. Yeah, you can't be a nun. Let's see what we have, you guys. I could never be a nun because it's way too restrictive, right? It's you live one way, and Sagittarians, we don't want to have to be. Yeah, we're all about freedom. So let's see what else we have. In the past, Sagittarius is the actor. And this is the king. And so this king was trying to figure out what his lines were going to be for that day. And these people are watching him. He's in the palace, and they're there, and he's reading something about maybe about a dance or what they're going to do in the kingdom, maybe to help the kingdom. Yeah, it's not a tyranny, or you have to put this in your body. Yeah, you can't speak freely anymore, right? We're going to take away your job if you don't do what you want. No, it's not that kind. It's not tyranny. But he's like lying to himself, right? And this is about a king who kind of lies to himself even about what's really good for his life because he doesn't have courage. This is the person you're dealing with, unless this is you. But if you are the secret, then this is the king who lies to himself. And every day, he tells himself another lie. Yeah, it's really bad. Okay, this could be Leo energy. These cards, they do have energies, but it doesn't have to be, of course. So what's on your mind, Capricorn, is this card of, it's really called like attraction and self-worth, or it can be on a low note, low self-worth. Here's the chick, right, the lady, and she's very beautiful. She has her boob hanging out, and, she's sitting there looking in the mirror, like, kind of like, either like, I look really great, or do I look good enough? It just depends how this reading goes. And this reading can talk about somebody who wants to be in the social life. Like, maybe you feel like this person's keeping you kind of, or you're doing this, keeping you kind of like quiet, and you want to go out. This can talk about somebody who wants to be seen, right? You could be saying, shoot, I want to go out, and and you might want somebody to take you out because you look like you're a secret. That's how it looks here. And down here, Capricorn, in the near future, somebody's going to be attacking somebody's character about this, or they're going to be, maybe it could be gossip, but it's usually somebody who is condemning somebody, like you did that, and somebody could be yelling at your person going, you have a secret, right? Yeah, and that's really called, I believe it's called character assassination. And maybe somebody's being condemned here or really mistreated here, because here's the chick in the back, and these two people are just standing there looking at the notice here, and her hands are in this. She's stuck here. She's stuck with those, I don't know what they call it. They call it the gallows, I believe, or the guillotine, if it has the head chopper, right? To chop your head off, OMG. But here she is, and she's stuck here. She can't get out, and these people are watching her. I don't know if that's her mom and her, who that is, but and her brother, but they're watching her, and there's a notice like she did something wrong. And these two men in the front are very sinister looking. They are. And so, she could be like, somebody might think that somebody has done something sinister. And this looks like the people who are running things. It sure does. These two sinister guys. So let's see what we have. And we have the devil. And so this is really called the seducer. This is in your concern. This is about somebody who is tempted by passion and sex and desire and seduction, right? Yeah, that's what it is. And this is, it's either called the seducer or the tempter, but this is in your concern. Yeah. And in your environment is the Vanity Fair card. This talks about somebody who's in a union where there's just money. And these people are, acting like they're happy. They're in the plaza. And here's the couple over here. They don't look very happy, but they're together. No, in the background, they don't look happy. And this couple here, they look happier. They do, the man. And so, and the dog is here, so it looks like there's kind of it looks like there's an unhappy couple and a happy couple here in this, on this depiction here. This is in your environment here, Capricorn. Somebody is in a union for money. Yeah, and you're the secret, and you're like, what the hell? Yeah, how long are you going to continue with this? That's how the reading looks. And in your desire or hope is, this is the card about, you might want this person to tell this person, I'm leaving. Because here's the symbolon kind of, and this is, the messenger. Because here he is, and that's what he is in this deck. And this is, could be Gemini energy for Mercury, right? Which is, Zeus. I feel like Mercury is all about communication. It is. And Zeus was the messenger of the gods. And this guy's kind of like, supposed to be kind of like Zeus. But here he is. With the wings on his hat. He's got wings on his shoes. Yeah. And so he has kind of like flown or arrived to give news. And this is in your desire. And he's like consoling this woman. And it's almost like he brought her news and he said, sit down. You're not going to be able to deal with this. And this is talking about feelings. That's what this card's about. But the woman is distraught and he's like trying to tell her, like, he's trying to like make her feel better and console her, but he's brought her some news. You want your person to tell your person, I believe, that they're leaving. You want your person to talk about their feelings possibly with the person they're with. Like, be real. Like, I'm not happy here, right? Yeah, Capricorn, you could have, maybe you were mad at them because they told you to make the bed, right? We have the unmade bed here. You could have said, I'm concentrating on my money, all right? I'm the King of Pentacles. Be quiet. And in your outcome is the card of strategy. And here's the man, and he is, he's playing chess. And he has the king here, and he has the messenger here. Wow, on the chessboard. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? Or, what's my next move? And on the floor here is the devil or the seducer and the tempter, and then the gesture, like he's thrown, like he beat those people, or he's thrown them on the floor because it's almost like his main strategy here is about a message. Yeah, and about what to do, maybe to take over his kingdom here, right? Here's the king, here's the nun, she's some type of she's on the board as well, and the chessboard, right? This is very interesting here. So let's get a tarot card, and we're going to end this reading in just a minute. We're going to go to the extended. I find this highly interesting, Capricorn. It's just because I'm nosy. Yeah, that's it. I'm super nosy. Not really, you guys. Let's see. Let's see what we have for Capricorn, right? And so this reading's pretty clear to me. Let's look at what happened in the past, maybe with the king who's been lying to himself. The Seven of Wands. See, this person is really overwhelmed about like being truthful about what's really good for themselves. With the Seven of Wands. And what's on your mind, Capricorn, is the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you want this person like kind of to take you out, or you want, like, I feel like you're tired of being a secret probably. And you could be wondering if this person has low self-esteem, because somebody who lies to themselves on a constant basis, they do. They don't want to face who they are. Yeah. So you could be wondering if do they have, like, is their self-esteem low? And this is why they don't have my love offer right here, Knight of Cups. Wow, we're going to end this reading, and we're going to come back and clarify some of these cards. We're going to have their own spread. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. And, yeah, we're going to have their whole spread just like this, Capricorn, because, again, once again, I'm very nosy. They're all super affordable, and the link is below. And thank you so much, you guys, for watching my videos. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.